My dear Aquarius, tomorrow, the energy opening up for you is guided by the Ace of Wands, and it arrives like a spark, a creative spark that awakens enthusiasm, the desire to start anew, and boldness to take the first step in areas where you previously hesitated. This card brings momentum, courage, and also a desire for renewal. The color that vibrates is bright orange, which warms, motivates, and expands your creativity. The aroma that connects your soul to this energy is rosemary, strengthening the mind and body to act. The numbers that accompany you are 1, 7, 14, 22, and 39, each bringing subtle synchronicities that may indicate paths to follow. Within this movement, Leo and Aries emerge as strong compatibilities, as they share the fire of initiative and courage that the Ace of Wands demands. Taurus may represent a challenge, as its slower rhythm can clash with your eagerness to act, but it still offers lessons on patience and consistency. No love for those in a relationship. The energy is guided by Judgment and the Seven of Pentacles. Judgment brings revelations and awakenings, as if tomorrow something will come to light to clearly show where you stand. It could be a definitive conversation, a recognition of mistakes, or even a forgiveness that sets you free. The Seven of Pentacles shows that all of this is accompanied by patience, the awareness that changes do not happen immediately, but through constant cultivation. You might experience a scene tomorrow where, after a revealing conversation, you decide to wait for the fruits to mature. It is like planting again, with more awareness and waiting for the results. For the married, the message comes from the Seven of Wands and the Six of Swords. The Seven indicates challenges, resistance, and the need to defend what has been built. Tomorrow you may feel external pressures or minor internal disputes that require a firm stance. The Six of Swords complements this by showing that despite conflicts, there will be movement toward greater understanding, even if it is still a transitional process. A trip, a move, or simply a calm conversation may help turn tensions into agreements. Tomorrow, you may feel the weight of defending your union, but also notice the relief of walking together to overcome obstacles. For singles, the cards that reveal themselves are Justice and the World. Justice asks for clarity, impartiality, and awareness of one's own choices. Tomorrow, you may find yourself analyzing more carefully who enters your life, setting aside illusions and looking at real actions. The World brings a sense of completeness, expansion, and encounters that may come from outside your routine. Perhaps tomorrow you will meet someone different, maybe in an unusual environment or even online, and this person will awaken in you a feeling of openness to a new cycle. The call here is to be attentive to the choices and opportunities that open beyond the borders you already know. In our love triangles, the energy comes from the Six of Wands and the Four of Wands. The Six shows the pursuit of victory, recognition, and the desire to be seen and valued within the relationship. Tomorrow may be a day when you feel that you are finally receiving attention or affection that was previously denied. The Four of Wands deepens this energy by bringing celebration, gatherings, and moments of union. An unexpected encounter, a message, or even a celebration involving this complicated relationship may happen. But at the same time, these cards show that this victory may be temporary and that the feeling of achievement might not last long enough to give you stability. If you are separated, fighting, distant, or taking a break, the cards that appear are the Eight of Wands and the Six of Pentacles. The Eight of Wands shows speed, quick messages, intense communication. Tomorrow could be the day you receive an unexpected contact, perhaps a message that changes the way you see the situation. The Six of Pentacles complements by showing reciprocity, more balanced exchanges, an attempt to give and receive fairly. Someone may approach to offer help, support, or even propose reconciliation. Tomorrow the movement will be fast, but it will also require you to have balance and discernment to avoid repeating patterns of inequality. At work, for employed Aquarians, the ones speaking are the Fool and the Eight of Pentacles. The Fool brings freshness, novelty, a desire to risk something different. Tomorrow could be a day when an unexpected opportunity arises or when you decide to try a new way of doing things. The Eight of Pentacles deepens this energy by showing discipline, practicality, dedication. I see you receiving a new challenge, something that requires learning, but that presents a concrete chance for growth. Tomorrow at work, you will feel the mix between daring and honing skills. For the unemployed, the cards are the Queen of Cups and the King of Swords. The Queen shows sensitivity, intuition, and care for feelings, both yours and others. The King of Swords brings clarity, strategy, and the strength of reason. Tomorrow may present an opportunity where it will be necessary to balance heart and mind, such as an interview or an important conversation. Someone close might offer emotional support, while another person provides a practical perspective to help you position yourself. It is a day to combine sensitivity with logical reasoning to move forward. In health, the guide is the King of Pentacles and the High Priestess. The King shows stability, physical solidity, and may indicate that the care you already have for yourself is yielding results. The High Priestess deepens this view by showing that there are more subtle issues to observe: intuition, listening to the body, paying attention to signals that are not obvious. Tomorrow, you may realize that the mind and soul also need care, not just the body. It could be a day to seek exams, consultations, or even spiritual practices that bring clarity and balance. In money matters, the cards are the Page of Pentacles and the Three of Swords. The Page brings news, small but important opportunities for financial growth. It could be a proposal, an idea, or even news related to resources. The Three of Swords, however, warns of possible disappointments or losses related to this area. Tomorrow could be a day when you receive good news about an opportunity, but you may also have to deal with frustrations or unexpected expenses. The message is to stay open to new things, but realistic in the face of challenges. In family and close relationships, the Eight of Cups and the Nine of Swords speak loudly. The Eight shows detachment, the need to leave something behind. Tomorrow may be a day when you realize that certain dynamics no longer nourish you emotionally. The Nine of Swords deepens this energy, bringing worries, insomnia, fears. A conversation or family situation may arise that causes unrest, but also serves as a warning to seek peace and distance yourself from what only causes wear and tear. In friendships, the cards that appear are the Wheel of Fortune and the Two of Wands. The wheel shows unexpected changes, cycles that spin without warning. Tomorrow, a friend might suddenly return to your life, or a casual encounter might change your plans. The Two of Wands indicates planning, foresight, choosing paths. Perhaps you will receive a proposal from a friend for something different, like a project or a trip. Tomorrow, in friendships, it will be a day to realize that encounters can change your course, even when you least expect it. In social life, the call comes from the Two of Swords and the Devil. The Two shows indecision, situations where you prefer not to see the truth to avoid conflict. Tomorrow may be a day when you feel divided about accepting or not accepting an invitation, about exposing yourself or not in a certain environment. The Devil deepens this energy by showing temptations, attachment patterns, and even excesses. It may be that a social invitation brings along temptations that bind you to something you already wanted to leave behind. Awareness is needed to avoid falling into repetitions. And as a final piece of advice, the Five of Wands appears. This card shows disputes, minor conflicts, and the need to position oneself amidst differences. Tomorrow, Aquarius, you may feel that there are noises, divergences, or even small frictions in various areas of life. But the Five of Wands also teaches growth through these clashes, to learn from the diversity of ideas. Do not shy away from confrontations, but also do not fuel them more than necessary. See them as opportunities for maturity. Aquarium, tomorrow will be a day when the Ace of Wands ignites in you the desire to reinvent yourself, to try something new, to break away from the old. You will feel enthusiasm and also challenges, but each situation will remind you that you have within you the spark to start anew. I will be here at Tarolyne tomorrow at 6 p.m. waiting for you to continue this journey together. If this reading resonated with you, leave your comment, like, subscribe to the channel, and activate the notification bell. I read every word with care. May your tomorrow be a day of courage and discoveries.